the hill to get a bite to eat. He's not back yet, so we're going to wait about an hour, and then we'll get started. We'll find some wire cutters, and we'll get that thing on one way or the other. Let's go ahead and get started. The first and most important thing to say is thank you for all of you who have been willing to come out here on a windy night. The Lord blessed us. It's not raining. It's not snowing. It's not real cold, but that wind is a howling. And I know some of you are not exactly dressed for it. So we're grateful, very appreciative of your willingness to come out here and join us. Thank you very much. I'm Carl Mumpower. I'm on the City Council here in Asheville. I chair the Drug Commission, but more than anything, I'm just a normal person that lives in Asheville, like most of you all do. Asheville, Buncombe County in this area, who cares about our city, cares about the harms of hard drugs. This is the first time we've done this thing about lighting up the sky to stop the harms. It's about the harms of hard drugs that touch all of us. Now, we have some people in that crowd that are struggling against, in our crowd, that are struggling against it right now. I want to thank the police for being here. I want to thank those people for being here. I want to thank the mayor who's coming, I believe. Did I say council? The mayor is here. I think Councilman Davis is here. Do we have any other council members here? Fred English? No, Fred. You're going to have to run again. This is not about good guys and bad guys. It's not about bad people. It's about substances that harm a lot of people and take them to bad places. At the root of a lot of the crime, at the root of a lot of the health problems, at the root of a lot of the family problems, at the root of a lot of problems we have with drugs. And this is about trying to find ways, all kinds of ways, every way. There is no one way. There's 1, 2, 3, 5, 10, 20. Find every way we can to fight back to stop the harms. Again, we're grateful that we're here. You're here. Now, all our speakers, we're not going to keep you here long. We're going to rock and roll. All our speakers are just going to talk for 2 or 3 minutes. But my lips are already stopped. I've already quit working. We're going to just talk for 2 or 3 minutes. And we're going to spend no more than 30 minutes together and get everybody on your way. But we're just very glad you're here, and I want to thank you again. Everybody got a flashlight? A bunch of you do. We'll show you how to use it in just a minute. We got a real big one back here. Great. Jeff is back with Skytracker. Jeff, I'm glad to see you. We were sweating it there for a minute. We had to put Jeff in a cage, as you see, to make sure he wouldn't run off. Okay. I'd like to introduce our mayor, Terry Bellamy. Contrary to what you have heard, Terry and I work together closely on this issue. We see many more things alike than we see dislike, than we see different, and I am grateful for her help and support as we try to work together. Mayor Bellamy.
Thank you, Carl. Carl's already told me to be brief, and so I will. But I'm happy to be here with all of you because this is important. The people are what's important. You know, we can have the politicians here and we can line up and say our commitment, but more importantly, it's you who matter tonight. To hear the stories, to hear the names that are going to be called out tonight, to hear the people who have been impacted by the harmful effects of illegal drugs. And so I want to say thank you all so much for being here. And I ask you not only be here tonight, but in a couple of months. The next thing I want to talk about is we need your help with not only prevention to make sure our children understand that they have options. As we look at who are being recruited to be future drug dealers, they're starting at 11, 10, 9, 12 years old. So I need you all to help with our children to be able to understand that they can be a doctor, a lawyer, a mayor, or something of that stature. But it takes our community to undergird them with prevention. In a couple of months, Dr. Mumpower and I and other members of the council are planning a trip to Raleigh. And we're going to go to our legislators to let them know, and Dr. Mumpower has already educated you all, that we're 48 out of the 50 states when it comes to funding for our judicial system. Our judicial system is the third branch of government, and it receives less than 5% from our state budget. That's unacceptable when our police officers are working hard to arrest individuals and they're not convicted. It makes us look like we're not doing enough to address the issue. So we need your help. Dr. Mumpower said it's called the Caravan to Raleigh 48.
48 faces of harm. We're going to take 48 people with 48 signs and start right here. On the front of those signs will be a number, and on the back of those signs will be the name and a story of someone harmed by hard drugs. And then we're going to pile on a bus, head down to Raleigh, and point out the need for more money, more attention to our court system down there.
So look for that. The last little part that we don't talk about as a community. In order to really address this issue, we need prayer in our community. I need you all to commit to praying for our community, praying for our children, praying for our adults as well, those who are selling drugs, those who are on drugs, the families who are looking for their loved ones when they're not at home because they're strung out. We need your help. We know that the prayers of the righteous availeth much, and I need you all committed to praying for our community. And so if you all make that commitment, I'd appreciate that. That not only do we have the people who are involved, we're making sure we have prevention in place and that our courts are doing the right things and making sure that people are convicted. But more importantly to me, and just as importantly, is prayer. So I ask that you pray for our community so that we can see some significant change on these issues. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor.